Hey guys, welcome back. First off, sorry for this like very ratchet way of like covering information. I just really don't have the time to like go in and blur things out. So I'm just gonna do it this way with the sticky notes. But this is the inside of my email campaigns, Snov. This is one of the accounts that I have. Um, and we're sending from 4 different email accounts, about 200 emails a week from each account. So about like 800 emails. And as you can see, extremely high open rates. And I guess I'll just try to refresh the page and not reveal any personal info, but cover that up. We have very high open rates, 63% on one, 81% on another, 81% on a third, and 79% for this last week. So that's really what I'm trying to shoot for with these. It's not all due to the following video, but a huge part of this is properly configuring your emails and warming them up before you start using them. And if you do this, it's going to drastically increase deliverability. So that's kind of the whole reason why we're going through this next video. So without getting too much into this, we can go over in another video like other strategies to increase the open rate, how to get more clicks, how to get more replies to the emails. But and I think if you want to know like results from running this for the last couple weeks, we have landed one client from this. So yeah, it's very ROI positive. I think all the tools I use, like my whole tech stack for email campaigns, is around like $100 to $150 a month. I go kind of overboard though. Like you can definitely get all of this accomplished for way less money. Definitely under $100. And I can tell you, it's probably like the most ROI positive thing you can do for your agency is to get this up and running. So we'll get right into it. Okay, so the first thing you got to do is obviously pick a domain. If you've already picked one for your business and you don't want to use your main business domain, which I don't recommend doing if you're going to do email campaigns, and you want to get a secondary domain, then you got to find one that's like somewhat similar. And so I would recommend going to Google Domains. This is the first thing. Google Domains is probably more expensive than some other options like GoDaddy or some other things. But the reason why I like to use Google Domains is because the email comes more configured out of the box, and there's less that you have to do, and it's quicker and it's less technical, and it's kind of like easy mode, and all it really costs is like $6 extra and maybe a few extra dollars a month. So I think it's well worth it. So the first thing we do is like, say I was gonna buy this domain that I already bought. So obviously it's not available because I already bought it, but I would go ahead, I would purchase this, and then once I was in that domain, I would go on to the next step. So once you get the domain, once you buy it, you want to go to the back end of it, so Google Domains, domain overview. Then you want to get workspace, and then just put your first name at the website. So you just make a username. Pretty simple. I think everyone should probably know how to do this. Put a full name. You can also go in, I'd recommend going into the account and adding a profile picture to it. Preferably your profile picture tends to get people to open the email at a higher rate. So that definitely helps with, getting emails open more often. And once you do that, we can go on to the next step, which is to edit the DNS. So then once you buy the domain, you're going to go to whatever Gmail you were logged in with when you bought the domain. We'll have an option to select manage that domain if you go to like domains.google.com. So as long as you're logged in with the Gmail account you bought the domain with, you can just click manage domain, and then you want to go over to the DNS settings. And the next step is to paste the code I left at the bottom underneath. So the first thing you're going to want to do is change this first record to a TXT file, and that's going to wipe whatever text in there. Then you're going to do _DMARC in this left host name. And then I know you guys probably can't see this that well. I pasted this in the description below, but you're going to paste what I have in, and then we have to edit it based on whatever our email is. So you want to get rid of these parentheses, but insert your full email name here. So, whatever you picked for your domain when you bought a user to the Google account, like it'll say like Jim at, my domain for this one is makeaibread.com. So it'll say Jim at makeaibread.com is what you have to put in here. But say you were at say you bought the domain for Acme Company or acme.com, and your name was Tim, you would say Tim at acme.com is what you would put in right here. So we'll just say mail to Jim at makeaibread.com. And once that's in here, we click save. And so that record's good. And so this is your DMARC or DMARC. That's all pretty much set up. The other thing you have to do is you have to add 2 more records. Only 1 more if you want to use Instantly just as your email service. But if you want to warm up on Instantly and then use Snob for the other one, which I recommend, and I'll tell you why towards the end of this video, I'd recommend that. So you got to paste in, and again, this will be in the bottom of the video, prox.itrackly.com, and then you just put inst, and you kind of want to remember this. So inst.makeaibread.com or whatever your email is, because you're going to have to paste that into Instantly to get the domain tracking set up. So we'll just add 1 more record. Or no, we don't want to add more to this record. We want to click Actually, I messed up. This is probably something that's going to commonly happen. If you don't change this record, it wipes this. So now we're going to have to put in this one more time. I'm actually glad that happened because this happens to me all the time. So you definitely want to make sure this says CNAME before you edit this field, or it's going to just wipe. But anyways, prox.trackly.com, and then we just do this 1 more time. And I guess for Snob, they like if you put trail for the tracking. You could honestly put anything here. You just have to remember what you put. Then we'll do CNAME. 3600 is fine. You can leave it for all of them. Then snob-stream.com is what they want for their tracking. Save. And that's it. You're done with this portion. This is all you have to do to the DNS to edit it. Hey, if you're enjoying this content and you want to see more of it, please hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll keep pumping it out. Thank you. Okay, so this is DNS healthchecker.org or dnschecker.org. It allows you to check that everything's properly configured on your domain. You can also check, like if you've had a domain for a while and you're worried that it might be blacklisted, you can also check that as well. But just to make sure we've configured everything correctly, I'm just going to type in makeaibread.com. That's my domain. And we'll make sure that the SPF, DNS, DMARC, and MX are configured properly. So we got a check mark on all of those. So we're good to go. As long as you have this, then that means everything is good to go and configured properly. Especially for a brand new email, you don't need to do anything else. And again, if you're trying to check an existing domain that you think might be blacklisted, you have to wait and then it'll tell you, but this is brand new, so there's no way it's on a list. All right, so in my opinion, this is the best software to warm up emails right now. It's the most cost effective. I've tried Lemlist, I've tried Snav's Warmup, and I've done this one, and they all like warm up the accounts the exact same way. I don't see any difference in results, and this one is like 100 times less expensive than using Lemlist for email warmup, especially if you're warming up like 3 or 4 emails at a time. You can save so much money by using Instantly, and it works great. And it's really easy to hook up, so we're going to go over that now. So basically what you want to do is click this add new button. Click since we are setting this all up on Gmail, you want to do Gmail, Google Suite, and as a default, IMAP access is enabled, so you don't have to worry about this. You just say yes, IMAP's been enabled, and then you pick this right hand option, OAuth, and then you copy this code. So yeah, the one last thing you have to do to configure your Gmail account is to go to the Google Workspace admin panel of the account that you're using and paste this code in, because if you don't put this code in there and authorize instantly to take control of your Gmail account, the warm-up won't work. So we're just going to click this. So yeah, after you click this, where you want to get to is this manage app access control. That's where it should take you. You just want to make sure that it's the right Gmail account, because it might sometimes like log into a different Gmail account. And if so, then you have to make sure that, you're logged into the right account when you click this workspace admin panel, or else it'll get all screwed up. So double check, make sure this is your right account when you're logged in here. As you can see, I've already authorized instantly, but if we were going to do it again, I'd just click add app. I'd select this first option up here, and then I would paste in that code that came right from here where they say copy. So copy this, paste it right in here, search. You're going to see instantly, you're going to select it, and then you're going to click trusted and make sure that Google trusts it to take control of the account. And this is pretty much like a similar process with all of these apps. You just have to make sure that Google trusts them. And then once that happens, you can go back here, click the login, and authorize your account, and then you'll be able to get in and the email will be added. Yeah, so basically you're just going to want to select the account that it wants it to access, and then you click allow. And then, this is the back end of like one of my main accounts that I use. So I, again, with this ratchet sticky note cover up strategy, but basically you can see like these are all the warm up emails that have been sent in the last week. And this will tell you your health. Like obviously we have a little bit of an issue with this one. I have to investigate. It's 97%. A couple went to spam. So I'll look at this account and fix it up. But you can add like, 10, 15 accounts in here and warm them up all at the same time for the same price. Per month. So that's why I think that this is like the best way to do it. But yeah, we'll go into the back end of one of these accounts and I'll just show you what it looks like and how to set up the warm up. But other than that, it's pretty simple and straightforward. Okay, so once you're into the settings of the email account you just added, you want to go down to custom tracking domain, check use custom tracking domain, and then type inst dot whatever your domain is. So mine is makeaibread.com, and it'll say it up at the top, so you can just reference that. But it's just inst, because this is what we put into the DNS before. So you should remember, what you should put in there. If this matches up, you just click check status. And, if you try to do this quickly, it probably won't verify. You need to give it like an hour or two for the DNS to update. You can try it quickly, and if it works, great. But if you have a problem or it won't get that SSL certified, then just wait an hour or two and it should be fine. Go back, click check status, save, all that stuff. I wouldn't recommend changing any of these other settings until you get this worked out, because you're unable to like save it unless this works or something like that. So just make sure you get this, and then I would just keep all these settings the same anyways. I don't think there's any reason to change them. So just go slow, warm up the account slow, and then after 30 days, it'll be warmed up and then ready to send emails with a high deliverability rate. So yeah, if you guys do this and follow these steps now and get some email accounts warmed up, you're going to be thanking yourself in 30 days when you go to launch your campaigns, because you're going to get a high deliverability rate. There is some other strategies that we're going to be going over in following videos. So give me a subscribe if you want to see those, and I'll make sure to get them out to you. These videos will be going over like how to run the SNOV campaigns, how to get a high link click rate, how to get a high reply rate, how to get a high open rate using like good subject lines. So we're going to go over a bunch of different strategies and what I do in my business to make the email campaigns really ROI positive. So yeah, I hope to see you in future videos, and hope you enjoyed this one too.